Should we still be riding our bikes this winter? I'm really not sure we should. Not that you'd think it, but I've always been a great believer in protecting the environment, but in a sensible way, in a way that works both for the economy but also to protect the planet. So wherever possible, minimize your journeys, or try and ride share, that kind of thing. And if you want to buy into the electric bike or electric vehicle market, go ahead, but as I said in a previous video, I just don't think the economics are quite there yet with that, but that's another story. The reason for this video is to address 2 points. First of all, should you ride your bike in winter to protect your bike? And also, should you be riding at all because of the cost of running the thing? Right. I mean, riding your bike right now is like throwing your money away. It's like short-term gains for, well, a lot of cost. And then you end up with an empty pocket. Just like going to a gentleman's club, you know what I mean? So fuel prices went up, they skyrocketed, then they came down a little bit, now they've gone all the way back up again. Absolutely crazy. But who's profiteering from this? 2 British oil companies have just released their first quarter results for 2022, and guess what? They've doubled their profits from the first quarter of 2021. Doubled. Skies have got grey bordering on black. It's about to tip down. I'll be quick about this. Motorcycles are still the most efficient form of motorised transport, I would say, but it's getting to the point now that even on a motorcycle, with the fuel prices, and if you went the electric bike route, even charging that is virtually as expensive out and about as just filling your tank up with petrol as well. So the cost of the things is really expensive, and the running cost is getting really expensive as well. Granted, not as much as cars in most cases, but still. Somebody remarked the other day on one of my videos saying, just if you really love your Harley Davidson, then you should just get a cheap rubbish bike for the winter. And I've obviously been watching my videos. I've said that time and time again over many years. If you really don't want to ruin your pride and joy during the winter, well, you got 2 options. Either you don't ride it, or you get yourself what we call a winter hack, just a cheap old run around bike. It doesn't matter if it gets dirty or dinked up, it's just for the winter. Then come spring, get your pride and joy out. But there's an expense associated with that, and also you still got to put petrol in the tank, so the cost of that is really expensive. Who's profiteering? You can blame Russia, you can blame the war in Ukraine, you can blame, Brexit, COVID, the supply chain issues. You can blame OPEC, Saudi Arabia, whoever. But the fact of the matter is that companies, energy companies that are from our own country are profiteering. They've doubled their profits. Their first quarter profits are £8 billion. £8 billion. Or was it dollars? I don't know. It's in the billions. And it's a lot in just 3 months. And they've doubled it since last year. So what's the solution? You either keep on paying for it, just do your journeys as normal, or you just reduce your journeys, or you double up on your journeys. I've made this video whilst doing some other errands today as well. Or dare I say it, you just don't ride your bike, or you just don't drive your car. You hit them where it hurts. It's going to save you money, but it's also not going to put profit into their wallets unnecessarily. You'll be saving the planet, I suppose. You'll be easing congestion, and where possible, walk or cycle. I don't know what the answer is, but it seems to me that the prices that we're paying, not only in the petrol or the diesel into our vehicles, but the prices of services and products are just going up and up and up. Nobody seems to be able to give me a solid explanation why diesel is a lot more expensive than petrol here in the UK. And I don't know around Europe or in other parts of the world, but certainly here in UK it's a lot more expensive. So if it's a lot more expensive, guess what? All goods and services are transported by road, let's say, in the UK, or certainly the most of them, and most vehicles are run on diesel. So if the price of diesel goes up through the roof, that means the price of transportation goes up through the roof. So there's a knock-on effect. So everything gets more and more expensive. Yes, it's inflationary. So they're causing the inflation and they're profiteering at the same time. And us mere mortals are paying for it. Right, I'll leave that with you. What can I say? You know, what can we do? You know, we could go protesting on the street. We could write a strongly worded letter to our, you know, local MP. We could do all sorts of things, but basically nothing's really going to change. We've either got to change our habits, or we've got to find ways of saving money on how we run our vehicles, or how we cover mileage, cover distances. It's just a crazy situation that large corporations and governments seem to be doing all right over this, seem to come out smelling the roses, whereas everybody else, no matter what income level you're at, is actually having to pay more and getting less right across the board. Something's not right. Let us know your thoughts. Right, and with that, I'm going to go and have some lunch. Ta-da.